was around to judge me. I can just clearly when you're I said, ooh, I'm Hey, babies.
That was good.
That was good.
I like that.
I'm happy with it.
God, I miss karaoke.
Yeah, I know. You had a bit of a tantrum on Twitter this morning about it.
Here's the thing.
You used the D word twice.
No, I used the GD word.
Ooh. Sacrilegious.
So that tweet came directly from my notes.
Oh.
Word for word. I just copy and pasted. And that note was created Friday night after everybody left. And I was lying in bed listening to music at a very loud volume on my headphones. Probably about 3:30 in the morning.
As you do.
And as I do, I was rocking out to Def Leppard's Photograph. 3:30 in the morning, July 4th.
You know what would make this opportunity, or what would make this moment a real great opportunity? Just Hysteria by Def Leppard.
The song or the album?
The whole album.
Ooh, I was going right into the song. I wanna know tonight. That's what the lead singer of
Yeah,
Def
that's what he
Leppard
sounds
said.
like, yeah.
If you're alone tonight. I wanna know tonight if you're alone tonight. Don't shoot shotgun.
Same as it ever was.
You've got the peaches, I've got the cream. Sweet to taste, savory.
And I'm hot.
Hot.
Sticky sweet.
From my head
To my feet. What's wrong with us?
Oh, we have...
Why does anybody listen to us?
Do they, though?
You know what? They do in Germany. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to France and Belgium.
Oh, we should speak in accents the whole time.
We
then.
shouldn't. We should not. We will, but we shouldn't.
Yes, we'll get into that.
Also, you'll notice, for the long-time fans of the pod, our great friend of the pod is back on. Say hello to the crickets. All right, that's enough out of you.
Practically a co-host at this point.
Yeah, truly. I mean, every great pod has one.
Yes.
It's like
A co-host.
A co-host, yeah. Well, we have the scribe, but he's off. It's a paid holiday weekend.
And we are nothing if not merciful.
Well, that's probably a touch too left, but
Right. We're nothing if not merciless.
yeah, that's a little bit more. That's a little bit more on the head of things. Practically cons. And I don't mean the GOP.
You mean the Genghis?
Yes.
Genghis?
I think it's Genghis.
Jenga?
I mean, I'm going with Genghis,
Yes.
but I'm pretty sure historically it's Genghis.
Jenga Khan?
Not to be like the annoying anthropologist, but
Not to be the annoying anthropology employee.
we got a guest. Shake my hand. Now,
Proud of us.
I'm
proud of you.
Yeah, I hooked that up. That was all me 100%.
Do we need this?
It couldn't hurt to have a little light.
A little light never hurt nobody, but a lot could kill you.
That's true.
Like, I've seen the movie Sunshine. Have you seen the movie Sunshine?
I'm a big fan of the movie Sunshine.
Cillian Murphy.
That's the first movie that I ever owned on Blu-ray.
Really?
Yep.
What a movie to own on Blu-ray.
I'm saying it. That got popped in the old PS3.
Zoop. That was the sound it made.
Yeah, it sure was. It was a little bit more like, but yeah, you got the first fifth.
Do you remember when consoles and appliances that played that red discs used to make ungodly sounds?
Sure do.
The GameCube used to do that.
Did it?
Like, there was I think it was the third Time Splitters game. You're playing the multiplayer, and you're going through like the character select screen. There's like 300 possible characters to choose from. And each time you like tab over, the console would make a sound, and it's like, this cannot be good for this.
Yeah. The thing. So I'm a long time PlayStation stan. And the PS2 used to do that, where it was like Schrodinger's working device.
Yeah.
It would like, for no reason, not work, but then like for myriad reasons that it should not perform its duties, it would just tank right through it.
Yeah.
So it was like a really strange kind of thing. But I would always get really hopeful when it would make those weird industrial noises. Like I would just turn into like Anakin Skywalker working in the garage, just like, it's working! It's working!
Oh, God.
Well, I may have to edit that part down a little.
Good liberties with the Bard's script.
Yeah.
That was a joke I had that I feel like didn't go appreciated.
The Bard.
I've recently begun referring to George Lucas as the Bard.
He just is such a goofy looking man.
He is. I think it's because he's so ordinary looking.
Yeah.
Like you expect something more from a guy that's made billions of dollars in Hollywood.
He just cuts his beard weird, and it like really just takes all of his neck away.
Yeah.
Take my neck away.
Here's something I'm gonna do.
Okay. Doug's mainlining some Raid right now.
Just getting ahead of the problem. Mm-hmm. They can't bite me if they die on content.
That's true. Okay, well.
Kevin's a part of this now, too.
Now I'm huffing some Raid Shadow Legends over here. Not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Is that a thing?
Yo, yeah.
Spray your Bud Light seltzer?
Yeah. Spray my seltzy. Ooh, yeah. It's coming over. It's coming over in a cloud.
Wafting it. Oh, yeah. I smell it. I didn't smell it the other night. Now I do.
But,
I was born in Rappel. Do you remember Propel? Is that still a thing?
Propo.
The Propel.
Oh, yeah.
The beverage?
Yeah.
I think it was like a Coca-Cola water.
Was it? Well,
Coca-Cola Company.
Technically, yeah. Who was that? Gatorade? Because Powerade's Pepsi.
Yeah. P for P.
I think it was Pepsi, if I'm being honest.
Dave Pepsi?
Yeah, Dave Pepsi.
My boy.
Yeah. Funny like what? Funny like a clown?
Did I ever tell you, your boy...
My boy?
Very Italian.
Oh, no, not my boy.
Whom we used to know. Who you've met on a couple occasions from my old acting class.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to name names.
Sure.
There was one day...
Please, he doesn't have an internet connection.
That's true. We were all hanging out, and he started talking about Joe Deshi. And we're like, who? What? Joe Deshi? It's like, who's Joe Deshi? And like, he keeps saying all this stuff, and like, we realize he's talking about Jodeci. And it's like, how? How have you come this far in life thinking it was Joe Deshi and no one else told you, like, buddy? It seemed like he was like in his like early 20s at that point.
That's
like old enough to know better.
That's the most amazing thing I've ever heard. Oh, I really thought you were setting me up for like a Joe Pesci. He's like saying his name wrong.
No.
Holy shit.
I mean, he was saying the name wrong, just not Joe Pesci.
Holy shit, that's so funny.
And like that was the thing. Like, do you think it's like Joe Pesci?
Oh my
Joe
god.
Deshi?
Jodeci.
Jodeci.
That's so fucking funny. Yeah, that dude almost pulled a gun on me. What was the... Hello, lightning bug. What was the movie we were watching? Oh, it was Deadpool. And I was like, yeah, I mean, this movie's like...
this is not that guy.
Oh, it's not that guy?
No.
Oh, it's the other one.
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, now I have to say the other guy. I'm not going to name drop him, but...
I mean, why don't we save that story for another day?
We could.
We just know that Kevin almost had a gun pulled on him.
No, I mean,
hey, I've been held at knife point before.
There have been more than one occasion I've had a gun pulled on me, but...
We were at the watch party for the Mayweather McGregor fight.
There was that. There was a
gun being waved around.
And I stole my whiskey back because I said I don't want these people drinking mine.
Did anybody else drink that other than us?
I don't think so. So it really is.
Did we just go back to Ben's place and drink it ourselves?
We did.
Okay.
We drank pretty much all of it ourselves.
That sounds right.
I miss those days. I miss those days. No, but there was that. There was a McDonald's parking lot in Amarillo.
Oh, you've told that story.
Yeah,
before.
yeah. I told this weird.
I think it was the last time we recorded.
Was it really?
It was one of the most recent times we recorded.
Interesting. Well, I mean, that could be between now and March, but
right.
Yeah, I told that weird fucking redneck to let the poor girl behind the counter go.
Let my people go.
And he threatened to fight me, but then he pulled a gun out, which means that this man's also a coward.
Mm-hmm.
But you could get that by attacking a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah. And you pulled out your cat of nine tails. You're like,
I did.
You want to tango? We can tango.
Those are literally the words that I told him.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you were there. Were you there?
You know what? I like to think I was.
Mm-hmm. In spirit?
Yes.
Airlines?
Yes. I was going to say Stallion of the West. Or whatever the subtitle of that movie was.
Birdman. Or The Spirit of the West.
What is the subtitle of that? Oh, wow. Going from a two-hearted ale straight to a classic refreshing Coca-Cola is a rough transition.
Yeah, I haven't had Coke in a long time. Thought I'd start again tonight.
No. I had one, like I told you, I had one last night. It was the first one I'd had in months.
Mm-hmm.
And by that I mean probably over a year. So many months.
I was just reminded that Sam Lloyd died, and now I'm sad.
Sam Lloyd?
Mm-hmm.
Sam Lloyd. The unexpected virtue of ignorance.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying all night.
You have been saying that. Sam Lloyd. Oh, yeah. Ted. If you had said Ted, I would have been like, oh, yeah, Ted.
Sure. Well, I guess... What the fuck? Did that pick up? God, I hope that picked up.
We should point out that this is the first time in our history that we're recording outside.
Yeah, I'm going to hit myself with some of this Rebel.
Yeah. With a rebel yell, he cried, no bugs, please.
What way is it spraying out of? It's like coming off the top and the sides.
It's like someone jammed something in. Hey. You know, like whenever you have to pee, but there's a blockage, and it just like...
Yeah, your urethra pulls the old K no los dos.
Someone that we both know asked me that exact question in like 6th grade. And I was like, what?
Early.
Yeah. It's like, what is it, like a fire hose? You're fighting for control of it?
I am glistening. I'm glowing.
So far, these citronella candles have only attracted lightning bugs. Which is not who we want to murder.
Anywho.
You know exactly who we want to murder.
It's true. The Turks.
Not who I was thinking.
That's what I call mosquitoes.
Oh, right. Wow. There's a lot to unpack there. Ooh, fireworks.
This tingle. I'm genuinely shocked that not everybody in Allegheny County is out of fireworks after last night. I am sure you heard. The county that I'm located in is directly next to, they're kissing cousins, is directly next to the county that Doug is in. When I say county, I mean township.
Yes. Which is a much smaller scale.
Which is a much smaller scale. And it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to drive to your house. So it's easily within walking distance if you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you'd have to cross an interstate.
It's fine.
But yeah.
It's fine. I've done it before.
The one road here used to go right through, which would have taken me like directly into your neighborhood.
It's true, would have. But
think of the life we could have had.
I know. That's all my
together.
That's all my life is anymore. It's just what ifs. But anyway,
dude, that's everybody's life in 2020.
I just really like the first few months. I was like, you know what, this is a bummer, but I'm staying inside for the greater good. And like, it's like July. It is July, and I'm like, are we gonna get a mulligan on this shit? Because I definitely just wasted an entire calendar year of my life. Yeah. And I'm only getting like 45 of them, so
yeah. Not 45 more.
No.
Just 45 total.
In total, and I've already used up 27 of them, so time is ticking.
Do you remember? It was early this year we recorded. After my famous incident from January 2nd, 2020. Do you remember?
January 2nd.
Do you remember the second night of January?
I like how you tried to go a little Kermit to save it.
Doesn't it always?
You just spawn a big old blazer with...
But
No, January 2nd. You didn't leave a job.
I didn't even have my job
You
yet.
didn't even have your job yet. January 2nd. I don't remember.
January 2nd was the day where I completely shaved my facial hair.
Oh, yep.
And then on one of the pods we recorded soon after, we had made a crack about how it may have been after Kobe died.
This sounds like it's going in a bad place.
About how my facial hair was the future of humanity was hinging on my facial hair.
Oh, yeah.
And that bad things were happening because I shaved. And then that was before we even knew.
Yeah.
Before we even knew what was coming.
Dude, we listened. I think it's the first episode that I have on the website. Where we, apropos to nothing, discussed coronavirus.
Yeah. I think that was before it got over here.
Yeah. I don't even think it was in China, because I made a SARS joke.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. Because it was...
Who wouldn't make a SARS joke?
Well, it's, we were talking about Scott Pilgrim, and he has like a gym type shirt that says SARS on it. And I think I was probably talking about like how much I like, not like I love that shirt, but I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I just cannot, you cannot buy it. Like must have been something the production crew just whipped up. So I don't know.
They could run an entire like shop off of stuff from that movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. If Edgar Wright didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
But I think I looked that up, or I looked up SARS to see what it stood for, because neither one of us could remember the whole thing, and it came up listed as a coronavirus. And then we made we were the first person on the United States to make coronavirus jokes.
Yeah.
Like it was the beer virus joke. So
and who's laughing now?
I didn't see any of that royalty
Not
money
many
move
people.
in. I didn't even see any of the unemployment money. So I need a lot of money from a lot of different parties. Still,
It's true, you do.
I'm sitting on like a quasi $8,000 that I'm owed, and I'm not going anywhere.
Well, you got the first stimulus check, right?
I did.
We're allegedly getting a second one, but no one knows when or if it's actually true.
It's probably gonna come in like fucking Amazon gift cards.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking surprised by
so
anything
you can
at this
get
point.
your groceries straight from our new overlord.
Yeah. No, but the system's incredibly broken.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of systems that are incredibly broken, I want to talk about what I was talking about before we got here, which was I'm surprised that everybody still has fireworks.
Yes.
Because last night in Robinson, July 4th, those fireworks went on for roughly 2.5 hours. And I don't know.
My theory is that, like,
Do you think it was a joint effort?
I think it was.
Yeah.
That, like, everyone knew, like, all right, the Dillardsons
Sure. Yeah, I know the Dillardsons. Longtime family friends.
are setting off their fireworks at 7:30.
I fucking hate them.
The Janowskis are going to take over at 8.
It's true.
And then it's just like everyone just goes right down the line.
Honestly, I'm not dismissing it because it all roughly came from like the same direction. And I remember like it started at like 8:40. And it didn't finish until like 10:30.
Right.
And it was pretty consistent, like boo, 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 boo for 2 hours. And my poor pancakes, my adorable little alien cat, ran through every possible emotion, starting with screaming fear, and then developing. Well, she can't yell, so it's really more like it's more like an anxious cough. But she like ran away, and she yelled, and then she hid, and then she like kind of came out. The fireworks went on for so long that this cat became acclimated to explosions and then grew bored of them.
I mean, that's probably what you want, though, right?
Yeah, I mean
you don't want to go like the water torture route with it.
No, but like, yeah, God forbid. Now, if anything happens, I got to send her to the VA.
Wow.
She's never going to get treatment. It's terrible.
She's gonna have flashbacks to July 4th. Every time someone like slams their car door shut.
Oh my God.
But it was like as soon as my July 4th routine. By that I mean tradition is watching Independence Day.
Yeah.
as soon as I started that, it seemed like the whole world was just like, you know what, this is the time.
They waited
to launch the fireworks.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to listen to Will Smith punch an alien and welcome it to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
And it's just like, which, okay. I have notes about that movie.
Do you?
One big one, more than anything. And that is, even after aliens are in the sky destroying cities,
Yeah.
people are still making fun of Randy Quaid's character for thinking he was abducted by aliens 10 years ago.
My like meta theory is that they're not making fun of Randy Quaid's character. They're actually making fun of Randy Quaid.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, ending was supposed to go?
I don't.
So, I just watched this last night, so it refreshed my memory. The scene where he says, I can fly, I'm pilot. There's an extended version of that where, like, the major or whatever, like, actually approaches him right then, dismissing him as a drunk, because then Randy Quaid goes on to mention, like, I pay back from, like, because these boys abducted me 10 years ago. And I was like, yeah, all right, we'll find somebody else. And so they ignore him. And then, and you can still kind of tell this, like, this stuck with the final movie because everybody runs out of missiles.
Right.
Like, in their system, everyone is out of missiles. And then he just pops up and says, armed and ready. And, like, he's got a missile. So, like, how is he flying under the radar? In the original version, he had a missile, like, roped to his biplane. And he was going in on a suicide mission the entire time. And then, but, like, it was funny.
Yeah.
And, like, it's a suicide mission, so it shouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
And, like, that's what they realized.
Very Peanuts.
Yeah, that's what they realized. They're like, the tone is not right here.
Yeah. I honestly thought you were going to say he, like, built his own F-16.
I mean, it's like, so he's
Which is not that much far off from, like, what wound up almost being, but
he's, like, sitting in the pilot seat of the biplane, and, like, just beyond, like, the little hole that he's in is this missile, this armed missile roped to the biplane. And it's like, there's a lot of questions, like, did he just pick it up and, like, held it there himself as he like strapped this thing down?
Those shits are heavy. Not that that's, like, the thing, but
you would know. But yeah, I mean, it's like the entire delivery of all his lines, which, like, he has the same lines, but it's like, aha, I'm the wacky guy.
Yeah.
But, like, the final version, he actually shows growth as a character. He sobers up. His son's proud of him, Miguel.
Yeah. Yeah,
What a movie, though.
Oh, it's a great movie. Did you like the second one? We saw it in theaters together.
We did. I was entertained. I never seek it out to watch it. And I own it.
Yeah, I think I own it somewhere, too. I don't remember buying it, but it just popped up one day.
It's just, the new characters can't hold a candle to the old ones.
No.
And, like, spoiler alert for Independence Day Resurgence for all 20 people that watched it. Or, well, I guess that doesn't make sense.
You said what you said.
Yeah. No rolling it back. Vivica A. Fox is in 2 minutes of that movie.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she has a line of dialogue.
I don't think she does.
And then Jeff Goldblum's great, as usual. Judd Hirsch, fantastic.
Judd Hirsch.
He, like, hasn't aged in 25 years.
David.
You'd all be dead if it wasn't for my David. Oh, man. And then, like, Bill Pullman.
I didn't like what they did to him.
No.
I also don't really think I like Liam Hemsworth all that much.
He's no Chris Hemsworth. He's no Luke Hemsworth.
It's not.
Luke Hemsworth.
We love Stubbs.
We do love Stubbs. He's just very sincere. Liam Hemsworth is, like, just fake Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, he really does look like he slept his way onto set. Which I won't begrudge at all, but, you know, that doesn't add to, you know.
Yeah. And then the kid who plays Vivica A. Fox's son and Will Smith's adopted son.
Yeah. Fake Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. I think that was that had to be his first big role. I don't know if it was one of his like earliest roles in general.
Michael C. Jason.
Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Michael B. Jordan. I see what you did there.
Yeah. He gets it.
He's in Amazon's The Boys, which, have you watched that?
I watched a little bit of the first episode.
I ended up enjoying that much more than I thought I would. And he plays basically
The fast one, right?
the hero that sets everything off.
Okay.
Because he's the one who
Runs through
the girlfriend. Yeah.
Who is somebody? I just don't remember.
Because it was actually like, wow, that's a big get for Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
Keeping it in the family.
Yeah.
Let me see. That comes back in September. I can't wait for that.
It's not Aaliyah Shawkat, is it?
I don't know. That's the name of the game. Well, that's the name of the first episode.
No, Amazon has there's a couple of things that I want to watch. It's just I don't have an Amazon account.
Oh.
So
That'll do it then.
that'll do it,
Robin. Robin was the name, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Jess Salguero.
What's she look like?
She looks like this.
Oh, yes. She's in Letterkenny.
Okay. Wait, is this her? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
Well, the shot looks
She
like
plays,
it
like,
could
Betty
be
Ann
from
or
The
something like
Boys,
that.
but it's from Orphan Black. So I was like, I don't remember her being in a setting like that.
Yeah, she's
But the cast of that
very
is great.
attractive.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. Love him to death.
You do.
Are we going to talk about Doom for like the 30th time?
We should.
We absolutely...
But it wasn't on the agenda, so we'll
No,
get to the
that's
other
true.
agenda
Okay.
points first.
Well, then, while we're in the realm of movies, I want to talk about Joker.
Okay.
Because, as you know, nobody else knows, but you know
Yes.
that I just recently saw Joker for the first time, like a week ago,
On HBO Max.
on HBO Max. Shout out to HBO Max.
God, I would love that sponsorship because I am on that thing every day.
Literally every day. And I got to tell you, Doug,
Tell me, Kevin.
didn't care for it.
Yeah.
I did not care for Joker. I'm not saying that. I know that like everyone's like, oh, Kevin, he's so divisive, but not like Moana was divisive, but he's still pretty divisive.
Right.
I'm not trying to be,
What is Moana but everything Joker wants to be?
listen. Exactly. Boy, we know.
Yeah.
Sis, we've been new. Okay?
That tea done been spilled.
Oh my God. No, Joker was like, I think it suffered from the exact same illness that Soothsayer Squad did,
Yeah.
in that it didn't know what it wanted to be. Because like the first half of the movie is like a PSA for mental health, and I'm like, I don't really want to watch this, but it's being done well enough that it's at least compelling.
Right.
And then I don't know if I like blinked and I missed it or what happened, but then he just like goes full Joker, like seemingly overnight.
Yeah. My thing is, my big issue with it wasn't funny. And it's called Joker.
That's true. You got him on the ropes there.
And like everyone's like, aha, but like the Joker's a psychopath. He's not supposed to be funny. Jack Nicholson's Joker is very funny.
Yeah. Yeah, they did kind of play up the whole like he's not funny, and like full credit to Frances McDermott. Right?
Why?
Frances Conroy. What's her name?
Who?
His mom.
It's not Frances McDermott. Hold on. I guess I'll go to IMDb.
That's my job.
Joker. Zazie Beetz, though. Frances Conroy.
Frances Conroy. It was Frances Conroy. I thought she did a really good job. She's a weird actor, though, where everything is, like, really understated.
Yeah.
She, like, just tiptoes the line to, like, cinematic. And she's, like, not a very, like, I guess she's not a very cinematic actress to me, but she does. She's like, your boy. What is in I Know This to Be True. Mark Ruffalo.
I swear. Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
The Gruffalo.
Yeah.
Is that a good show? I haven't watched it yet.
I It's an amazing show.
Is it?
I'm not probably going to finish it.
Oh, wow.
It's very difficult to watch.
Yeah.
It's too...
Well, that's like another mental health thing, isn't it?
Yes. And it's too difficult to watch for me. Mm-hmm. It's not fun.
Okay.
It's not fun to watch. It's compelling because of how basically masterclass-esque everything is. Like from direction to the acting to just the cinematography and the lighting and everything. Like, it's just shot and it's performed beautifully.
Right.
But it is not fun for me to watch. And I think I'm halfway through. I might be 4 out of the 6 episodes in. And I don't have
6
anyone.
episodes total or 6 episodes so far?
It's 6 episodes total. It's a mini-series.
Okay. Well, I figured as much with Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
He's got other things to do.
Sure. It's too much for me.
He's got those Disney checks to worry about.
Yeah, it's too much for me. And it's got a great fucking cast.
Yeah.
Just a really, really, really excellent cast. But it's not fun. Like, I can't pull anything fun out of it to watch. And then it's one of those shows where it starts bad and it just gets worse. Like, there's just no bright spot whatsoever. Like, you don't even get a moment to breathe in a single episode.
You gotta remember to breathe.
You gotta remember to breathe. I've been saying it. So it's not fun, but by all means watch it because it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows that makes you want to act.
Okay.
But at the same
I've
time,
had those shows before.
Yeah, it'll make you
that.
also want to kill yourself. Which, I mean, acting may also make you do. So,
right.
Pretty on the nose there, Mark.
Speaking of, do you think Joker would have been better? Not to discredit Joaquin Phoenix's performance.
If you ask me if it would have been better if Jared Leto was in it.
No. Would it be better if we swapped the roles of Joaquin Phoenix and Mark Maron? What I'm saying is Mark Maron as Joker.
Maybe.
Who's your guy? Who are your guys?
Honestly, that's pretty funny. I would entertain the idea of a Robert De Niro Joker.
I think I would have liked that more.
I think I would have liked that, yeah. Because, I mean, it's weird to say that I didn't like it because, like, when I think about it in the parts that I remember, like, it wasn't that bad. It's just that, like, nothing really happens.
And it's a long movie.
And it's a long nothing. And then it just, like, turns. And, like, when he is the Joker, that's actually kind of fun to watch. Like
the very end.
Yeah, like, he's being, like, real creepy. And he has, like, his little, like, monologue at the end. And, like, I thought that was well done.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, the pretty iconic ending at this point that I knew about, even though I'd never seen it.
So I think what it comes down to for me is I don't think I needed that origin story. I think I was better off without it. And the other thing is, it's no good to have all of one thing and none of another. And what I mean by that is, the whole point of the Joker is that he is the exact opposite equal of Batman.
Yeah.
And there's no Batman in this movie.
Yeah.
So...
Well, actually...
And it feels like one shouldn't exist without the other.
Yeah. I also don't like the idea that Joker is so much older than Batman.
Yeah, because, like, that's weird.
Yeah, that's real weird.
Because at that point, he is, like...
He's probably, like, the way that they have it, probably at least 30 years older.
When you look at Joaquin Phoenix, he's what, late 40s, early 50s? And then Bruce Wayne and Joker is, like, 8-10 years old.
Yeah.
Well, we see it again, don't we? The Waynes die at the very end.
Very end, yeah.
So, yeah, he's, like, 10 years old then or whatever.
I guess, to kind of piggyback on what you're saying... I felt that it was unnecessary to retcon Joker's entire history.
Yeah.
Because his actual origin story, as per the comics, aka The Killing Joke,
yes,
I thought that was an amazing series, and I thought that... Well, not really series. It's just the one book, but
graphic novel. Kevin, please.
The movie that they made for it, where they got
the animated one.
Yeah, Mark Hamill to come out of retirement to do
the ultimate Joker.
Yeah, I thought that was only like 45 minutes long,
Yeah.
and probably some of the best storytelling that I've seen in a while. Did you see The Killing Joke?
I feel like I did watch it, like that was what, 2016 or 2017?
2016, yeah.
I feel like I watched it then. I don't remember much of it. See, I think I've seen like all of the animated Batman movies, but I never remember them until I'm like halfway through. And it's like, oh yeah, this is...
Yeah.
Because like I had just watched Under the Red Hood the other night.
Okay.
Like the Jason Todd storyline. And I was like, I have seen this before.
What's so crazy...
I shut it off.
Yeah. What's so crazy about The Killing Joke, for me at least, is that like I guess, and this is probably just me and my naivete, not reading a lot of comic books.
Yeah.
At least Western comic books. But it really felt like, given that my entire knowledge of animated series is what you'd find on television.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a certain PG-13.
Yeah.
The Killing Joke is real.
Yeah.
Like it gets pretty screwed up.
They didn't pull their punches with it.
Like most of like the movie, if we'll call it that, is predicated on a sexual assault.
Oh wow.
That you basically see.
Oh.
It gets real.
Did they bring back Kevin Conroy for that too?
They did
as
Batman,
Bruce Wayne Batman.
Yeah. And
he is like the voice of Batman.
Yeah, I mean it's the quintessential Batman animated movie.
Yeah,
but
it's an hour and 16 minutes.
Is it? I thought it was shorter than that. But it's
They had Tara Strong as
Barb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, who's Harley Quinn? It's not Tara Strong. It's the other one.
It's the other one.
The other like super prolific.
Is it like something gray?
I don't know. I think she's the same voice of Tommy Pickles.
Oh yes.
Rugrats.
But anywho, yeah, it's like pretty screwed up and like
Elizabeth Daily. That doesn't sound like Tommy Pickles.
Very not graphic, but it doesn't really pull any punches, and it really does the perfect like, oh shit, now I gotta feel bad for the bad guy thing. And like actually mean it. Not like you feel bad because that's what you're supposed to feel. You feel bad because you actually feel bad for him, because the whole thing is that, like, you know, the Joker is what anybody would become if they had been through the same circumstances as he. And like that's what makes him so, not like every man, but so approachable from an outsider. It's because, oh well, I mean, it doesn't take too much imagination to think, well shit, I mean, yeah, I mean that seems like a pretty fair call. Right. If the same things happen to me. But that's what, you know, then that's what makes him the opposite of Batman, because for some fucking reason Batman seems to find the silver lining in certain situations, whereas the Joker just embraces it as, well, this sucks and there's nothing inherently good in the world and everything sucks. And the faster we kind of come to recognize that, the better. Yeah. And you're like, well, I mean, fuck, that tracks. I gotta say.
And it's like, you don't want to follow that line of thinking with it, because you're not supposed to sympathize with the Joker.
But, man.
Can you believe Tim Curry played Leon's henchman in Batman the Animated Series?
Seems like kind of an undersell.
Right? Who the heck is the voice of Harley Quinn? Arlene Sorkin. That doesn't sound right.
Harleen or Arlene?
Arlene.
George Soros.
Because that is not who... Oh, this is bothering me. This is bothering me. I could swear Tara Strong was Harley Quinn.
Well...
Yeah, it's in her Twitter bio. But, like, not in any of the things, the Batman things that I know. So when have I ever heard her as Harley Quinn?
That's a good question, man. It was 2016, by the way.
Yeah. I know. I'm Batman. Did you hear that new thing? Well, I sent you that new thing about Batman. About Michael Douglas Keaton.
Yeah.
That would be fun to see.
I'm into it.
I mean, they certainly need to right the ship somehow. And it feels like their version of righting the ship is going to be the Snyder Cut.
I think it's going to be a disaster.
It has to be. They're not actually shooting anything with the stars.
It's going to be a disaster.
Ugh.
If the script is good, then it'll stand by itself without star power.
And it's just a waste of money. It's like a $30 million waste of money at a time when no one's really working right now, so what's the point?
Who's going to see it?
Yeah.
You know, who's going to see it? But anywho, yeah, I thought the Joker was not that great, and I think now more than what I thought then. And I had this idea then when it came out and it was getting lauded. And there's a lot of people saying that it was amazing. And you know what? A lot of those people were 20-year-old girls who suddenly became incredibly interested in mental health. And I had to explain to them, that's not what the movie's about. It's a comic book movie.
It was
about superheroes.
I mean,
so calm down.
It was either that or like late 30s neckbeards. They were like, this is the best telling of the Joker story ever.
It's me. That's me. It's not you.
It was a movie made for incels.
Yeah, like real.
As if there's any universe where Joaquin Phoenix has a chance with Zazie Beetz.
Please. Forget about it. Yeah. Get real.
We don't even have a chance, and we are handsome, strapping young men.
Look at this bitch. It's a mug. Drinking out of a mug. Get real. Balloon hands. But,
Mr. Walkway. Mr. Walk Down Me, I'm the walkway. Whose chair is that?
Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say.
Goddamn chair. But, TV shows I've been watching.
Yeah.
I recently pulled the trigger on Apple TV Plus.
What do you got going on there?
The morning show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have been lauding it
with Jen Aniston and Steve Carell
in the DMs,
but mainly, also Reese Witherspoon's great in it. Everyone's great in it.
Mm-hmm.
But
what about without her spoon?
I don't know.
That's a shit joke.
It really is, but here we are. But also, Billy Crudup.
Oh yeah.
Crudup. I don't know. He steals the show.
Does he?
And
good for him.
I don't know if the Emmys are still happening, but he is like a front runner for his performance in it. So I highly recommend that. But then I also, last weekend, watched all of that Defending Jacob with Chris Evans.
I don't think I know that one.
It's very good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. There is a surprise appearance from an actor we both greatly admire, like 4 episodes in.
Interesting.
And then he's in it for the rest of the series.
Is it Goldblum?
I think Balder.
Balder or Boulder?
Balder. I think Balder, think angrier, think not quite his tempo.
Joe Manganiello.
The very same.
Joe Manganiello. No. I'm thinking of... Cyrus the Virus. What's his name? John Malkovich. I know you mean J.J. Abrams. Nope.
Yes.
J.J. the jet plane. J.J.
That's me.
J.J. from Spoderman.
Oh, and he's fantastic. His teeth are disgusting in it.
Oh,
but he's also.
It's not called.
You know what? I won't tell you. I don't want to tell you what he.
Well, you might as well because I'm not going to get Apple TV.
Okay. Well, for anyone that doesn't want to know about Defending Jacob, skip ahead a few minutes.
Exactly 5.
J.K. Simmons plays the father of Chris Evans, his character, who Chris Evans is an assistant district attorney, or works in the district attorney's office.
DA for the
J.K. His father, when he was 6 years old,
my father
raped and murdered like a teenage girl.
Okay,
and has been in prison ever since.
Well, that is good.
And then. Do you know any of the plot about it?
I've never heard of it before.
So Chris Evans' son gets accused of a murder of a classmate.
Okay.
His name is Jacob, and he's defending Jacob the whole time.
Hence Jacob's Ladder.
Right. And like a big part of the prosecution's case is that it's in his blood because his grandfather committed this horrible crime 30 years ago or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually... There's one part that's kind of ridiculous where they get a DNA test to see if he has the murder gene.
Oh, okay.
It's like...
You know what? I don't know if this is going to make you feel better or worse, but Riverdale did basically the same thing, but tragically, they did it first.
Oh boy.
Where they discover a psychopath gene.
See, that it's like super like soap opera-y.
Oh yeah, Riverdale's fucking garbage.
Yeah.
But I can't stop watching it.
Yeah.
What's the matter with me?
I used to feel the same way about 13 Reasons Why.
And you should probably still feel the same.
Well, here's the thing. I started watching the first episode of the most recent season. I didn't even make it 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, this is garbage. None of it makes sense already. They're already in some like super conflict. And it's like, let them be kids.
Yeah, I agree with that. Riverdale is one of those where like the first season was really good, the second season was like, all right. The third season was wild, and then I think we might not be done with even the fourth season yet. But
is Sprouse still on it?
Sure is.
Wow.
Sure is.
Is that a freeform show?
No, it is a CW show.
Oh, they're all the same.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's, I mean, I'm basically just watching for the talent at this point. I actually do think that, like, some of the actors and actresses are really, really good. Mm-hmm. But it's interesting to me. It's like, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Isn't the one guy in that on 13 Reasons Why?
He was. He left.
He left.
So Ross Butler...
I like him.
I did too.
Yeah.
Ross Butler played Reggie in the first season, and they recast him because he went to 13 Reasons Why. They filled it up with...
Netflix is probably more appealing than the CW.
Yeah. I can't remember what his name is right now, but he's in some other things. He was dating Camila Mendes for a little while. But
she's also on the show.
Yeah.
They played of Camila Cabello.
Oh yeah, no, they were playing. They played a pseudo will they won't they kind of couple on the show.
A new Ross and Rachel.
Well, that was Cole Sprouse and Lily Reinhardt.
Weren't they dating in real life?
They were, but they did it first. And now they're like broken up, but everybody says they're going to get back together when the set starts going again. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But
a young J-Law and Nicholas Hoult.
I've been saying it. I think they're a cute couple. I think she's very attractive, and I think he's also very attractive. So
J-Law and Nicholas Hoult.
Well, yeah.
Lily Reinhardt and
Cole
Dylan
Sprouse. Well, Cole Sprouse. You had a 50-50 shot there.
I did. I wanted it to be Dylan.
He is married or dating somebody. One of those like famous because they're hot people.
Wait, Cole or Dylan?
Dylan. I want to say...
Is it like one of the Hadids?
It honestly might be. Let me look.
Those are the people that became famous, and I don't know when it happened. They just kind of came out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And it's like, they have like 30 million Instagram followers.
Barbara Palvin.
I don't know.
What does she do?
I don't know.
Who knows? But is she a smoke show?
She's no Carl Urban.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
She is Carl Suburban.
In suburbia, it's like the darkness in the... Okay. Something's in my hair, and it was a lightning bug.
Call me a South Florida city, because I'm bokeh.
It's in your face.
Bokeh Raton.
They took the Rona from me to you. They're learning.
It's in my nose. Wow. Should have hit the cough button on that one.
I didn't think so. Was that the first one in a while?
That's the first one in a while. I mean, we're going to edit that out, right?
Probably.
To
the best of my ability.
It's just going to be 30 seconds of nothing.
I'm actually going to loop it around for a while.
They're in a holding pattern directly above the house.
There have been times where... Have you ever seen the helicopter that comes around, like mapping out the roads or whatever? Or like power lines?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I swear they just like hover in my front yard. And it's like
possible.
Always at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
It's possible. If Doug doesn't edit any of that out, or if he does and he leaves this in, there is a rather large plane that just flew over the property.
I mean, it may not have been large. It could have. They just feel like they fly super low over it.
But, anywho, speaking of TV shows that are noted.
Yes.
I just started True Detective last night. Episode 1, Season 1.
Oh, you just started last night. When you had mentioned it earlier, I thought it was like you started last week and didn't get into it.
No, I started it last night, and I'm very into it.
I am much more excited for you now.
I'm very, very into it. Because this is the thing. There aren't many shows... there are a number of shows that I like that other people like, but for, this reason or that reason, and sometimes it overlaps, and sometimes it's like we like the same things with different intensity. Like, about Mad Men, I really like how clever and, well written it is, but some people were like, I just really like the 50s vibe. I was like, all right.
Suits.
I like the suits and the misogyny, whenever you say... when you say you like the 50s, that's pretty much what I assume you meant. Yeah.
I like the misogyny.
Yeah. Just... Woo. It's like, woo. But everybody says that I respect their opinion. Everybody tells me that the first season of True Detective is the finest television they've ever seen with their own eyes.
I've told you that multiple times.
It's always those words in that order. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well... got nothing else going on.
Yeah.
And I don't have enough time to sit and watch a 2-hour movie that I don't really give a shit about. Speaking of which, Midway is on Habomax. So, I'm just letting you know, if you want to see Ed Skrein in the first and only leading role of his life, shout out to Ed Skrein. We love you, buddy.
Yeah, he left Game of Thrones so he could be the villain in Deadpool.
Yeah.
How
Francis.
that work out? But that was another Roland Emmerich movie, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Oof.
Yeah.
He's fallen off in recent years.
Sure was.
But True Detective, you took the words right out of my mouth. Call me Meatloaf because you took the words right out of my mouth.
Also, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Hey.
Like a bat out of hell.
I'm
gonna fuck you in a car. that was
Paradise by the Dashboard.
Yeah. Those are the words, right? I think.
Have you seen him recently? It's pretty
Stop
much
right there.
That's pretty much the tone that he gives off. Ever since Fight Club. But yeah. Speaking of Jared Leto,
wish you wouldn't.
right? But so no, True Detective, which also the 3rd season of that was earlier this year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Was that earlier this year or last year?
I think it was last year.
Time is immaterial.
It sure is.
True Detective season 1 is, like you said, it's one of my favorite seasons of TV ever.
Now, where does this fit into the reconnaissance?
It is okay. When was season 1 on? Season 1 was 2014. The reconnaissance, in my opinion, started with Mud, which was 2012. Mm-hmm. Yes, which is just an absolutely fantastic.
Sure, absolutely.
Movie. Have you seen?
I have.
Oh, baby.
We watched it in one of my script writing classes.
It is just such a good movie. But I think it really started then. And then I want to say, what was the AIDS movie?
Philadelphia?
Well, that was an AIDS movie. But the one with McConaughey and your boy Jared Leto.
Oh, Dallas Buyers Club?
Yeah. I think that may have come between the two.
Because that was 2013.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. There's that. I think the Lincoln Lawyer is in there. And then... When was Bernie? Did you ever see Bernie?
I don't think so.
With Jack Black?
I did see Bernie, yes. That was a weird movie.
It is a weird movie, but what a movie. That was in the middle
Bernie
of...
was 2011.
Oh.
It came out before Mud.
Interesting. Maybe, was that the start of the reconnaissance?
Lincoln Lawyer was 2011 too, buddy. Tropic Thunder. All right, so Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder is still, it's self-aware, McConaughey, but it's still very much like Fool's Gold. Mm-hmm.
Same year
How to
too.
Lose a Guy.
We Are Marshall.
Yeah.
Just one of those funny...
I think We Are Marshall was supposed to be the start of the reconnaissance, but it was... Not to downplay the tragedy that happened with that school.
Yeah.
But I always look at those types of movies as knockoff Remember the Titans.
Oh, I haven't seen it, and that's pretty much exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah. And that's the same thing. I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
But it's the vibe I got from all the previews and everything.
But yeah, all right. So Fool's Gold and Tropic Thunder and Surfer Dude were 2008. Ghosts of Girlfriend's Past was 09. And then he took a 2-year gap. And I gotta say, that's probably where the reconnaissance starts.
Where he probably took time off to figure out what he wanted to do.
And apparently it was Buick commercials.
Yeah. Which, hey, good for him.
Good for him, you know?
He's still doing it.
And then it was Lincoln Lawyer, Bernie, Killer Joe.
Killer Joe, that's the other one I was thinking of.
Eastbound and Down.
He's on that.
Yeah.
The show?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
3 episodes.
Oh.
And then the Paperboy, Mud. Magic Mike's a little bit of a walk back.
Paperboy's with Zac Efron, right?
Yeah.
But as I understand it, he's really good in Magic Mike.
Is he? I've never seen it.
I saw it once at like a party, but like no, it was just kind of on his background.
Dallas Buyers Club in 13, Wolf of Wall Street in 13, True Detective in 2014.
That makes sense because he looks emaciated in his one scene in Wolf of Wall Street. So if Dallas Buyers Club was that same time.
Yeah. Interstellar was 14. Interstellar's 6 years old.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is a movie that grew on me.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it all the way through.
I remember seeing it in theaters. I was like, it's technically impressive, but like, I didn't love it. And then I watched it on DVD later on, and I was like, I really enjoyed it this time.
Yeah. Sea of Trees in 15. Free State of Jones in 16.
Everyone's got to get their white savior movie in.
Kubo and the Two Strings in 16.
Oh, Kubo.
Tell us about how you wept.
How I wept. My thing is, I never go to see an animated movie by myself.
It wasn't Buick's, it was Lincoln's.
Sorry. I don't know why I said sorry.
The Lincoln Lawyer, go figure.
But my general rule is never to go see an animated movie by myself. Because it's a weird look. Especially when it's like a family movie. If it was like Sausage Party, yeah, I still wouldn't see it by myself.
But you wouldn't see it at all either. So.
Exactly. But Sony just announced they're going to do like more adult or like mature themed animated movies in the vein of like Into the Spider-Verse.
Interesting.
Yeah, so who knows? But anyways, Kubo. I made the exception because it's a Leica movie. And we love Leica.
We do.
Because they have like more mature themes in it. And boy, is that a depressing movie, actually. But rendered beautifully. But of course, I'm in line to... I think I got my ticket already. And I see our boy, Jeff.
Yeah.
El Jefe.
El Jefe.
And his boy, Gunner.
Yeah.
Who knows your boy.
Yeah.
They were going to see War Dogs.
I almost watched that.
And they invited me to join them, and I was like, I want to see Kubo. So who knows where we'd be right now if I'd taken them up on that offer.
That's true.
I could have been on that new show with the dude from American Pie. Instead, Gunner was.
Well, sometimes it bees like that.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't have any regrets because I wept at Kubo.
Yeah, sure.
And it's widely considered to be a much better movie than War Dogs. But reconnaissance. And it's still going.
I'm so happy for him. Like, I'm like pretty lukewarm on Woody Harrelson.
Oh, I love him.
I like him okay. I liked him in Cheers. And
I liked him at the very beginning of his career.
The very beginning. And then, like, he's just, like, here and there. And, like, I don't know if he's supposed to be funny or if he's not supposed to be funny.
In what?
In, like, anything. Like, I don't know if he's a comedic actor or what.
I mean, that's what his roots are in.
Yeah.
But,
no, if you do one funny thing, you're always funny. That's the rule.
I mean, look at him in Seven Psychopaths.
Yep.
Where...
Well, that's a tough movie to call through because there's a lot of show stealers in that one.
Oh, yeah.
The entire cast is basically people just trying to rip the spotlight from one another.
I need to revisit that because I haven't seen that in a few years.
I mean, Christopher Walken. Put the gun down and put your hands up in the air. No. I don't want to. It's perfect.
What is... Oh, wait, what is this like... No. What? I said no. Why? I don't want to.
I don't want to. Oh, it's so funny.
What's the Sam Rockwell line? It's like, whenever Colin Farrell says, an eye for an eye leaves, or no, it's Christopher Walken says an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. I believe that wholeheartedly. Like, no, there's one guy left with one eye. He's like, Gandhi was wrong. Just nobody's got the balls to say it.
I was trying to explain to somebody the other day the difference between Christopher Walken and Angelina Jolie's dad,
John Voight.
Because I was like,
John Voight says robots.
He does, and I also say robots because of John Voight.
Hostile alien robots.
It's one of those things where you start saying it to be funny, and then it just becomes what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like playing up a Pittsburgh accent.
I used to say yins ironically.
Yeah, and now you can't. I say Dan, and there's nothing I can do about it.
So I slip into it.
I see the words D-O-W-N in my head, and it comes out D-A-H-N.
Right.
And there's nothing I can do to stop it at this point. But I was trying to explain to them, I was like, they've got kind of like a Batman Joker thing, which is weird that trope keeps coming up. Because they're basically the same person.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, Christopher Walken's, like, much more laid back. And John Voight's, like, always looking for the opportunity to knife you in the lungs.
Right.
Like, directly in the back, through the lungs.
John Voight is about to have his Clint Eastwood empty chair conversation moment.
Probably.
But for the current guy.
Yeah, it's like...
It's like I get why Angelina Jolie doesn't talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't.
No, I mean, I was watching... Anaconda was on for some reason.
What a movie.
Oh, dude. Most of the cast is just R&B singers.
Yeah. Was it J-Lo,
Ice Cube?
Who, spoiler, they're the only ones that survive, right? Or does the doctor, like, boyfriend or whatever?
Yes. Yeah, the guy that gets, like, he eats a wasp, like, 20 seconds into the movie.
Trach him.
Yeah, and he's passed out the entire movie.
Yeah.
Who had an easier time collecting that paycheck? That guy or Lena Headey in season 7 of Game of Thrones?
Just sitting at the window with a glass of wine.
But, yeah, because Christopher Walken is like, no, it's all wrong. It's the wrong tone. You talk to me like that again, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Where John Voight's like, little snaky snakes.
Oh, John Voight. He is... He's weird.
It's the wrong tone. Talk to me like that again. Stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
Because, like, John Voight is very much... I don't know if he's of the generation of, like, Gene Hackman, or if he's just, like, the next tier down.
Yeah.
But I think everyone else in that next tier down is pretty much dead. Like,
like their careers, or...
No, literally. Like, the Dennis Hoppers, the Peter Fondas, basically the cast of Easy Rider.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe Jack Nicholson's in there, but Jack Nicholson is so far above John Voight.
It's like somebody just death noted Easy Rider.
Oh, I mean, it's true. Jack Nicholson's been retired for... Well, he was supposed to come out of retirement for that...
The Irishman?
No, for the U.S. remake of, like, that Danish movie. It was, like, Erdman? Something Erdman. Let me see. Jackie boy. Hey, boy.
Well, we've done 2 of the 5 things on our list. I'm happy.
Dude, we can go on
us.
to the next one.
Well, you look up about Jackie.
Erdman. Tony Erdman.
Which
is, I will tell you.
Please tell me.
A practical, joking father tries to reconnect with his hardworking daughter by creating an outrageous alter ego and posing as her CEO's life coach. And in the remake, he was supposed to play that character.
That actually sounds kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, it is
so long as it's supposed to be funny.
It's an R-rated comedy drama, so it's a dramedy.
Dramedy. I love dramedies.
How old is Jack Nicholson?
I'm going to say 68.
Oh, he's older than that.
You think? I'm going to say 74.
Do you even know Jack Nicholson? 83.
Jesus.
April 22nd, 1937.
Oh, we're so close together.
I know, right?
He's a Taurus.
bowl.
He just made the cut.
What was his last
Nicholson.
credited role? How do you know in 2010 where he plays Charles?
Chuck.
Is this James L. Brooks? It looked like, just looking at the thing, I was like, this is Woody Allen. It has to be Woody Allen.
Yeah.
But James L. Brooks. But I think,
Simpsons guy.
yeah. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
But yeah. All right. Next thing.
Well,
Next victim.
we have 3 options, and none of them are even remotely close to one another.
Isn't that how we roll?
Yeah. So,
Let me see what's left.
okay.
Just show me, and I won't
Yeah.
spoil it. Okay. Hard to jump to any one of these
Yeah,
three.
yeah.
Naturally.
It's a difficult segue.
All right. Okay. Let's work this. Let's workshop this. So you are a lonely man.
Oh boy.
Pays for his love.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
That's like missing the exit ramp on the interstate, but still just driving straight through the barrier to get off the road below.
Which is like really difficult to reason. 'Cause it's like you can, you physically can. It's just that societal formalities prevent you from doing so, and that's really the mind
Exactly.
trap. That's the mind killer right there. Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I also saw those. Me and my boy have been looking at soccer cleats like the last week because there've been some hella deals, but it's just really difficult to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Because like I haven't really kicked a ball competitively in a while, and it's going to be difficult to reason spending $115 on shoes.
I haven't had soccer cleats in probably 15 years. No, more.
More than that.
It's things like that. I have to realize what my age is now,
Right,
and then do the math. It's like,
Difficile.
15 years is no longer me at like 8 years old. 15 years is me at 12.
Yeah, well, I thought 1998 was like 3 years long, so I get you. But anyway, OnlyFans. Can we just talk about OnlyFans for
Please
a second?
do.
That's what you're loosely trying to get in there with.
Not prostitution.
Not prostitution.
Is it?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not.
Is it considered sex work?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Well, they should unionize.
They absolutely should unionize. But here's the thing, okay? So, somebody that I know recently got involved, and I thought, hey, I'll throw them a buck because they seemed like anxious about it.
Right.
And I know if it were me, I'd hate to literally put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And have like nothing, because like the tell was that she put the link up for like on Twitter for like an hour, and then she was like, I'm probably gonna take this down, whatever, but like it's a whole thing, and I'm not gonna like totally out her, and I'm gonna keep her anonymous anyway. But
not to me or not.
Yeah, not to you, but to the babies. So anyway, that turned into like her, which was like relatively inexpensive, or so I thought. But it's this whole subscription thing, and it's some people are on there for free, and you have to like, you get like lewds, but like you got to pay for like sets of like actual content, and then like, what the hell was that noise?
It was a firework.
There are like the professionals,
Right.
the ones that you would be able to see pretty much for free anyway. Their stuff is relatively inexpensive, but it's still like $6 for the access, and then it's like $10 for sets and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
And it's like this kind of add up like
This is a slippery slope.
very quickly.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've already shown that I have no self-control. So like, you obviously
10 accounts in, you're like spending $80 a month.
no, like legit. And like, that's why I've kind of stopped. There's an auto renewal system that also seems very like scammy. So like, I've stopped all that, and I've deleted
Dubious at best.
Yeah, like I deleted the app because it was like, oh, this is not this is like I wanted to be there, but this is obviously affecting who I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not talk through this.
All right.
That might be good. So anyway, yeah, like I wanted to support, and like obviously, yeah, like I wanted to just see some tits, like whatever.
Who doesn't?
But like, it was mostly the former. If I'm being like completely honest, like I know that's hard to sell, but like, it was mostly the former.
Right.
But it's really starting to affect. It very quickly started to affect my bottom line. So I had to like just completely abort the whole situation, but not before. So like, the model pissed me off a little bit, just because it is a super slippery slope. Because I think that it wants to be something like an Instagram for, whatever. And the whole thing about OnlyFans is that it's not explicit content.
Right.
It could be anything. There's a lot of comics that are on there, and you can follow them for free. But it's just that their rules and regulations are incredibly lax, so that you can do things on OnlyFans that you can't do on Instagram or Twitter.
Do you think that's gonna go forever?
No, I think it's a bubble, which is kind of my thesis on this entire thing. So I'm happy you asked that. I think it's definitely a bubble.
I know how to ask the right question.
And I think that the end is coming soon.
Yeah. I feel like there's going to be some sort of cracking down on that.
Yeah. Well, and if it's not that, it's that a better model is going to come out.
Yeah.
Because I found one account before I got off.
Hey.
I found one account before I...
I think so, yeah.
She was a Playboy model, used to be a host or something or other on, I believe it was Attack of the Show.
Okay, yeah.
But it may have been X-Play, but I'm pretty sure it was Attack of the Show.
I think it was, yeah.
And then she was
like she wasn't on like every episode.
No. Well,
she had like a special segment.
Well, I think that's how it started, and then I think it was after Olivia Munn criticized Sony. They kicked Olivia Munn off, and they brought on Sarah Underwood.
Yeah.
And I was going to say Alex Webb there for a second. Her name's Morgan Webb. Alex Morgan Webb. You know how that works. It's like before and after.
It's like, Christopher Wallace, Sean Carter.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And anywho, so I saw her account, and it is incredibly upsetting.
Yeah.
Because it's the standard it's the standard $6.99 to $10 for the access. And then this woman, probably at any given moment, like she's probably like 10 or 15 years older than like last time I saw her.
Yeah.
Not exactly in her prime anymore.
Oh.
She's still probably one of the top 100 most attractive women on the planet, though.
Okay.
But this woman has the sand to charge $75 per photo set.
Wow. I mean, how many sets is in a photo set? Or how many photos are in a set?
Sometimes it's like a 15-second video.
Oh.
Sometimes it's 10 pictures. But it's only like, I know this is like getting a little bit gross, but considering the context.
Considering who's talking
and about what.
Yeah.
It's just like nude photos. Or like basically boomerangs of her like pulling her boobs out. You know?
I mean,
like,
I do that for free.
And it's nothing like more than that. And like, it just like blows my mind that, like, I guess she's getting away with it, and good for her. I'm not saying this is bad, that she should.
She probably has legions of followers.
Like I'm saying,
from like that exact 15 years ago.
Yeah, and good for her that she's getting money.
The 12-year-old boys are like, oh my god.
Yeah, right. No, good for her that she's getting money and all that, because like most people, they'll post pictures and like you can tip on like just like all the pictures. Mm-hmm. You don't have to block a photo set and allow extra access to that. I didn't even know that was a thing until like my third follow, but anyway, you can like just upload them, and if people are like, you know what, thanks for the free content, here's another $10. And, so many people do that, and, it adds up or whatever.
Yeah.
But not many people do that.
Right.
So, like...
Because why would you? You're already technically paying for something.
Exactly. So, it's like, for, like, every 175 likes, we'll say somebody, like your girl, Danny Daniels, she'll get, like, $20 on a photo set. And she actually goes all out.
Yeah.
Like, she does yeoman's work on this site. And she'll get, like, $20. And then Sarah Underwood will post a picture of her, like, blocking anything. Like, obviously shirt off, but, like, blocking. And she'll have like $400 in tips.
Jesus.
So she's clearly got something figured out that nobody else does.
Yeah.
And good for her. But at the same time, as a poor man, it's just really not worth the squeeze.
Well, have you been getting the ads on YouTube for the manscaping things?
No, but I know about them.
Because it's like...
Like, do you mean specifically Manscaped?
Yeah, I guess that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Because
the Lawnmower 3.0.
Yeah, because she's like one of the advertisers for it. And it's like, I'm just trying to watch some Game Grumps.
Yeah. Well, I actually pay for YouTube Premium.
Oh, sorry.
It comes with my Google Music account.
Ugh.
So, no, but Joey Diaz, he's one of the people too. But I watched a...
Tell me you watched him manscape himself.
No. I watched a video for Tremors. Tremors, yeah.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Fred Durst.
There was
Fred Durst? Not Fred Durst.
You can do it.
Fred.
Yeah.
Duke? Not Fred Duke. Fred Duke is Fred.
You're gonna make me.
He could be John Bernthal's father.
You're gonna make
Fred. Fred.
Let me tell you how close you are.
Is it Fred?
It is Fred.
Fred de.
Nope.
Fred. There's a U on it.
No, there isn't.
What? What?
It's
first letter. Give me first letter.
W.
Fred Ward.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a W in it.
Yeah.
But that seemed a little.
A double-vu, as the French would say.
Sure. Yeah.
Hold. And we're back.
And we are.
Right?
We're right back here.
Yeah, we're back.
Good. But shit, man, that like really. It's upsetting.
Can you imagine if Fred Ward had a OnlyFans?
Oh, I would for sure get everything back tonight and subscribe.
You should start an OnlyFans.
I honestly thought about it.
What would your shtick be?
Probably.
Or would we see your shtick?
Probably dick pics, honestly. Yeah, probably the shtick would be the shtick. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh boy.
I don't want to be too subtle about it. But
mine would be sweaters.
It would probably be like very tasteful lewds. You know, the typical model.
Right.
And then you'd have to pay for sex.
Mine would just be pictures of sweaters.
Yeah.
And corduroy.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's a crowded runway tonight,
It
fellas.
sure is. I mean, we could get an OnlyFans.
A co-OnlyFans?
A Conelyfans.
I'm trying to figure out what that would be like.
WHOF.
Hold on. I didn't. You know what? It's pointless. I forgot that. I hit the button, but I just didn't hit it hard enough.
It's a good thing we didn't say anything problematic.
No, we're just apparently starting an OnlyFans.
I think we should start an OnlyFans.
I think it would be great if we did, and it was like the wholesome content we provide, and then just like you full frontal.
That's pretty much what it would be like. Yeah, I think that could be exciting.
I mean, I feel like our calendar would probably be up on that at some point.
Yeah, I'm into the idea. So if you
calendar,
well,
we need to do.
We absolutely need to do a calendar. We're running off of Google Notes and a guy we chained to a radiator 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Well, rechained to a radiator 2 months ago.
He got away.
We let him out for COVID, and then we told him to come back.
Yeah.
You can't work from home for us.
The way he said it made it seem like we let him out so he could go get COVID. Then we wrangled him once more.
Well, it's like
We're trying to build up that immunity by just exposing ourselves.
It's like what's his face. Whenever credit cards were invented, he'd have everybody get a credit card and then run up the thing so they'd work harder during the holidays. Who was that? Was that Ford?
Henry?
Yeah. Or was
Senior?
Was that Carnegie?
Sounds like Carnegie. Or was it Rockefeller? Wait, who was the bad one?
All of them?
Yeah, but there was one that was like super bad. I think like Carnegie was like in a rivalry with.
Well, Carnegie was a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, he gave us libraries.
He did, but he also gave us the Pinkertons.
And a science center. Yeah, but like, what do they do now? Nothing.
Die.
Yeah. You like the Pinkertons? Name 10.
J.D. Rockefeller. Let's see.
I got more stories than JD's got Salingers.
Hey, he was an American business magnate and philanthropist. Please. Which kind of makes me think of something. Why is everybody on Watch Mojo so bad at pronouncing words?
Oh, who knows?
Their entire job is just to read.
Yeah.
How can you be that bad at reading?
I think they just do like one take. And that's it.
It really might be, because like I was watching one today and the guy pronounced the word behemoth, and it really caught me off guard because I was like, what the fuck was he trying to say?
Behemoth.
Yeah,
I would think.
right.
But behemoth is not how you say it.
Yeah, maybe we should call up our boy and tell him that Watch Mojo's hiring if he's going to say Joe Deshi.
The circle is now complete. It's like someone we both know once tried to pronounce gargantuan gargaton.
Who did that?
I don't want to say.
I'm going to hit the cough button. I need to know right now.
That's the volume. That's not the cough button.
That fucking... Come on.
Gargaton.
Unbelievable.
Gargaton.
I'm so mad at him.
Which sounds like the once a week villain on a Power Rangers episode. Like they beat and then he grows huge for some reason, just so he can fight the Megazord.
What is the chemical composition of those enemies that causes them to explode?
God, could you imagine if like we as human beings, like we die, technically just become gigantic and have to be put down again? It's like you see someone on their deathbed and you just like sprint in the other direction because you don't want to get crushed.
Oh my god, getting like real Attack on Titan. It's like Attack on Grandpa.
All these nursing homes. They're roofing bill.
The entire purpose of nursing homes is to keep people alive as long as possible.
The staff actually cares.
Imagine that. Holy shit. But so anyway, OnlyFans is trash until we get one, and then it's good.
Yeah, and then it's all gonna be what's that fetish? The big fetish. There's a name for it. Gigantism. Isn't that it?
Maybe.
Something like that?
I think it's a gigantism.
I just want a gargaton to crush me. Look at that skater.
I know. I thought it was like maybe like just like a dent in the wall, but then it moved.
It's like, oh, this is some Mummy Returns type stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say on like some like Shamalama Ding Dong shit.
I'm the Shamalama Doomalama. But yeah, I came close.
Yeah.
To.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, right? To subscribing to one of the free ones. But I think I told you this before off camera.
Well.
Where it was like they wanted credit card info. I was like, it says it's free. It's like,
yeah.
I don't want to be hit with that surprise because I'm not going to pay attention.
Right.
Next thing I know, it'll be like $40 a month. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, that's.
So I quickly dropped out.
Yeah, it's not like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's not worth it. It's just that, like, who has that money?
Yeah.
You know, like, you can't follow enough people. Imagine only being able to follow anywhere between 5 and 10 people on Twitter.
Oh,
It'd be a very hollow experience, even if you were just seeing racks of dicks.
yeah. Well,
It'd be a very hollow experience.
as I say, it's not what my 10 followers would just be the ones that make me laugh. I'd be Jesus nice.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if the Kid Mero would make the cut.
Maybe not.
He's very caps lock trigger happy. Jesus nice. Dave Itzkoff
Okay.
from New York Times.
Yeah.
My boy Dusty,
Uh-huh.
who I don't know what he does, but he's funny and he's from Oklahoma.
Sure. Fucking hate Oklahoma, though.
You do. You sure do. Megan Amram.
She is funny.
Who else? Who else? Who else?
Would you go drill?
I don't follow drill.
You don't follow drill, huh?
No.
Would you go pixelated boat?
Pixelated boat might make the cut.
Drill's funny, but dude, I can't even retweet him because he's so fucking weird that I would like probably lose followers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the rest would be.
I don't know if I even would have a top 10. Not that I'm gonna sit here and like
Try to figure it out.
Yeah,
There's
but
better things to do. I mean, I would be on it. I would be on my top 10.
Yeah, you would be on. I'd be on my top 10.
Yeah.
I think I'm a good follow.
I mean, you do respond to almost all of your own tweets.
Yeah,
so.
I do. It's a whole.
Some of them where it's like I have to get in and be like, Kevin, what are you doing?
it's like a thing. Like it's.
Oh, what was the one? Yeah, it was about the chicken wings.
Yeah.
And it was like I had just finished eating chicken wings for dinner. I was like, they were good. From Downey House too.
I had chicken wings tonight, actually.
Did you? From where?
Did. From Buffalo Wild Wings.
Ugh.
It wasn't like.
Way to support small business.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't the best. They were actually not even like the goodest, but.
Did you eat their fried cheesecake bites though?
No, I got the chocolate cake and ice cream.
Sorry. Their fried cheesecake bites.
Are they good?
Heaven on earth.
Yeah.
Heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Well, I didn't realize how expensive all this shit got.
Yes.
So I usually get 6.
I think a lot of places probably raised prices throughout the pandemic.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Even if it was just a slight adjustment, but it's like we need to survive somehow.
Because I usually get 6 gar parm.
You do get gar parm.
And I usually get 6 like actual hot wings. And for Buffalo Wild Wings, I get the desert heat. It's the hottest dry rub, and I love me a dry rub.
You do.
Like exclusively, I usually go for dry rub. And then with the cake, no drink or anything, was going to be like $25.
Yeah.
For 12 wings and a cake.
Yeah.
And I was like, absolutely fucking not. So there's like a bundle that they sold that's 10 wings, 1 flavor plus fries. And that was like marginally cheaper, so I went with that. But it was,
and what's 2 wings?
Right, and it was all hot wings though.
Hot wings.
Because I was like, I'm not gonna get like not hot wings. Like that's the whole fun of it.
Yeah.
That's why they're called hot wings.
Ugh. Do you remember Bachtown's 2 garlicky wings?
They had a great dry rub too. It was like more salty than anything else. It wasn't particularly hot, but
that was what we were known for.
Yeah.
I would get the 2 garlicky. Every now and then I would splurge and get the buffalo. But I like the sauce.
We were them boys.
We were them boys.
I miss that place every day.
God, every day.
Especially every Tuesday.
Yeah. I don't know how I managed it.
No, it was incredibly expensive.
Especially during the winter months when I was like unemployed.
It's like $30 a night.
Yeah.
We'd go like twice a week.
Because we were tippers.
Yeah. Oh, big tippers.
It's crazy that place went out of business because we kept them afloat for years.
Yeah, that owner, I have no problem saying, an actual gigantic piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, he had to be.
He was a woman.
Oh, she had to be.
Yeah. She had 2 locations. She ran both of them into the ground. I think it was her debts totaled around $500,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did we ever see her there?
I saw her there once, and it was on. So we went. Remember whenever we tweeted at them, or it was on Facebook or something.
It was on IG.
Yeah,
was
we
it
were
the charcuterie platter.
Maybe yes, it might have been that because we were trying to do a Let's Play, and we saw that it may or may not have been the last night. So you
right.
commented on whatever platform it was because the post was very vague.
Yeah.
And you were like...
It made it seem like that was the last night.
And you were like, is it tonight or is it tomorrow night? And they were just like, yes. So we were like, well, shit, we don't want to take that gamble.
Yeah.
So we left this house at like 11:30 to go get one last beer, and then we found out it's actually the coming night.
Then we went back again, didn't we?
I went back again. I don't know if you did.
I feel like I had to have.
I don't know.
Maureen was already gone.
She was, she was well gone. We were getting a couple other. I don't want to like just start name dropping.
Flannel shirt guy.
Yeah.
Whose name I don't remember, but
I feel like it was a nickname.
It wasn't Dash.
No.
Because Dash, I don't know if it was after they shut down he went to industry or right before.
I think it was after.
Most of them went to industry. Maybe one or two went to Downey House.
Yeah, but
Getting super local though.
Yeah, but the last night of, I do remember that I saw the owner there. I don't remember what her. I think it's like Jess or Stephanie or something. I don't know. Jeffany. Steph. It works out actually. Fuck. Stess. But she was like a pretty mega bitch, and she kind of like didn't seem sad at all. It was like she was sad in the way that it's like you're leaving your pets before you go on vacation. Like you're bummed, but like it's very gone as soon as you like leave the house.
Yeah.
And she was like drunk, like having like pretty good time, to be honest. Like the people that were just patrons were sadder than she was.
Yeah.
And she actually told me and the girl that I went with.
I guess I wasn't there with you.
Maybe not. The girl that I went with to like stop talking because we were interfering with a couple of guys playing guitars, and she was trying to record it on her phone.
Oh wow.
And she said that our conversation was getting in the way.
And who were you there with?
Well, it wasn't. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It was like not like a romantic thing. It was just like she was like a frequent fan. And I also happen to go there a lot.
As if Kevin has non-romantic relationships with anybody.
That's true.
Me included.
That's true. We all know I fuck all my friends.
That's true. Well,
including Doug.
I think Ray Fine said it more eloquently.
What'd he say?
I go to bed with all my friends.
That's true. He did say that. And I always try to live life like Ray Fiennes.
And who wouldn't? Oh, Bachtown. God, I miss it.
All right.
That new... Well, I haven't been to the taco place.
It's garbage.
But the yard... Well, you remember when we went to the first place that replaced it? It was like the...
What the fuck was that place called?
It was an offshoot of the... It was Stout?
Stout. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, yeah.
And it was like just like English food.
Yeah. It was like weird pub, but like real pub food.
Yeah.
But like not like bar pub food. Like it wasn't like curly fries and like English stuff. It was like
pheasant.
It was like, yeah, it was literally like pheasant. And they had like something loosely related to everything that we usually bought. So we all got things that like instead of like
I jumped straight to a dessert thing.
Yeah, and like they gave me literally 4 chicken wings. Mm-hmm. And they were like barely seasoned. Well, we each had 1 beer, and then they gave us the check.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, shit.
Don't you know that we stay here till 1:30 in the morning on a now Wednesday morning?
Yeah. I was like, I guess we're not coming back. And then like, what, a month later it was closed.
Yeah.
And now it's a taco joint, which...
But the thing is that like, so Stout was an offshoot of the yard, but now there's literally the yard right next door. Mm-hmm. And the yard somehow manages to be more expensive than Bachtown.
Yeah.
Bachtown was not cheap.
No, it really wasn't. Or maybe it's just that it was like middle of the road, and it's our fault that it was so expensive.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, there was still like a lot of like $8 beers.
Yeah, no, sure. And like we got comped some beers, but we paid it back in tips.
And like even so, like the wings were like the appetizers, but they were still like $10 easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of us actually ever got like actual meals.
I think once there was like a steak or something that I got because I was just super hungry. It may have been like after a day of work that I hadn't eaten anything.
Yeah, that's probable.
Because I was still in country club mode back then.
Yeah, and there's a lot of emotional things that happened there.
Dude, yeah.
The breakup. We went there like 4 times that week.
Oh my God, yeah. I facilitated.
That was an emotional week.
Well, I can't say I facilitated, but I may or may not have been part of the reason.
Yeah. Oh, good times, man.
Oh boy.
Actually, those times fucking sucked.
Yeah. We had some guest appearances there that just didn't work out.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of trial runs there.
Yeah. TJ was good, but he just never was in town.
Yeah, I don't know. He's still like just ethereal.
I would love to have him on the pod.
I would very much.
TJ,
like that.
if you're listening, we're gonna have you on the pod.
We're gonna have you on the pod. Where is he at? Virginia?
We're gonna have you, and we're gonna have you on the pod. One of the Carolinas.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah,
I know which one it is, but I don't want to.
Oh, sure.
I don't want to geolocate him.
Sure. I get that. Well, hey.
I mean, I could tell you that he lives at number 12.
I mean, I don't really want to talk about the last two since.
Hour 35.
Yeah, it's probably about time to wrap it up here.
I'd say so. I think recounting Bachtown is a good way to sign off.
Yeah, I'd call it there.
And there's no easy segue to get to the other two.
No, or the Kanye.
Oh God, I don't even want to.
So we will save that for the next episode. That conversation came easy. I enjoyed this.
Yeah,
I enjoyed this.
It felt good to be back at it.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean,
back at it like
honestly,
a crack at it.
I'm saying it.
Magic and the hat pat.
Yeah, if you guys are wondering what's going on with the blog posts, I don't know.
It's just been.
It's been a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to I mean, you were saying it too, and I don't want to speak for both of us, but I hate to boil it down to just those few words, but it's really just one thing after the other. It's
hard because like we are all experiencing a depression at the same time, and like it's hard to get motivated to do something like that.
And then eventually, like, I went back to work, and Doug fucking writes for a living, so like it's really like the last thing. Not to discredit it or anything, but
and it's just like I keep meaning to get into it, but it has to be on a weekend. Yeah, because like right now I'm just focused on like this how the Associated Press would write this. Yeah. But and my inside scoop tells me that we are probably going to be backsliding pretty heavily here soon, so good. I don't know that you'll be working again.
Yeah, maybe it will just pick back up to a post a day. Who knows?
But by the end of the month, it's hard to say where we're going to be. We had over 300 cases in 1 week in this county, so I don't even know if we're still in the green phase.
I don't know.
I don't think we should be right now, but that's not for me to decide.
Yeah.
Just wear your goddamn masks,
Wear a
people.
fucking mask. It's like, oh my god. Gee, we have literally masks on this table. Yeah. And Doug and I have been Frenching all day.
Yes.
So what the fuck? But before we get down that road, there will be blog posts coming, I promise you. I think about it every day, and I just am too exhausted to pull the trigger. So I'm going to write something up. I can't promise it's going to be good, but you'll have something new. And I
gotta double down on these FMEs.
And we're
what a great title.
Yeah, sure do. And we're gonna do our goddamn best to get back recording, even if we have to outsource the editing process. Yeah. To get there, but
we have to go back to the Zoom.
Oh no! But hey, we love you, babies, and stay strong out there. We need your views and listens. And be sure to follow us. I've been Kevin on Twitter, KevinCross_ on Instagram. Doug, I don't know.
At Dangle McSwang.
There it is. Dangle McSwang on Twitter. And then you're Doug AAM. Yeah. On Instagram, and then of course the website. Welcome to We Have Fun.
Private too, so you gotta request that.
You gotta request it. He'll know. He'll know you're there. Welcome to WeHaveFun.com for all the good stuff. I made it by hand. Please respect that.
You did, and it looks really nice too.
Thanks, baby. I appreciate that.
Having dabbled in like making those personal like blog things before, it is not easy.
It's still like they make it sound like it's gonna be like click and drop, and it's great. It's fucking hard.
Yeah, and like it's super janky, like in the editing side of it.
I mean, how many posts have we lost a piece?
Yeah,
at least 5 or 6. So
I had to rewrite the FME thing twice.
It's a real bitch. But I guess the last thing that I need to address is for you, Douglas. And that is, did you have fun tonight?
You know, I'm going to say two things. Yes, I did have fun.
Great. Love to hear it.
Also, I have just been a dinner buffet for these insects out here. Oh, yeah. I have felt every single thing.
I don't know, man.
If there was an outside observer, they would think there was, like, something going on because I have been jittery, like, just rubbing my legs.
Old
my
country
arms.
Doug Fay over here.
Yeah. Honestly.
Well, let's get you back in the house.
Yeah. Call me a Cracker Barrel.
It's actually quite funny. But, hey, for We Have Fun, you know what it is. I've been Kevin.
You know what it is when we do what we do. And I'm always Doug.
It's true, you can't stop him.
Can't stop, won't stop.
All right, babies. We will see you on the flippity flip.
Bye-bye.